Hello, I'm going to do another face-off today. I've got quite a few razors ready this week, and I might have found one that could possibly oust my MK31 that I did some custom scales on a while ago. It's quite a rare kind of razor in terms of you don't find many like this basically. So it's slightly bigger, sort of in between MK31 and MK32 size really. And it's got a beautiful long sort of thumb notch on it without any of the little bits at the front like the MK series. Erik Anton Berg, in my opinion, one of the best Swedish makers. You know, some of the steel you use was just amazing. I've never had a bad one basically. I've actually got an MK31. Let's find it. This one coming this week as well, just so you can kind of get a rough idea of the differences in a way. You know, definitely was launched as a, well, competition, wasn't it? A little bit bigger in all ways, more sweeping thumb notch. It's nicer to strop. One of the complaints of the MK series on the thumb notch is it does make it a little bit harder to strop, but if you buy one and you're going to keep it, obviously it don't matter because you get used to it. It's got some lovely steel on it. It's got a really nice toe. This grind pattern on the toe is, sorry, has got a name, but I forget. But basically it comes to a bit of a point both sides. Really nice. And also I've got a J.A Hellberg, and the reason I want to show you this today is because it's one of my favourite kind of shapes for like a near wedge, quarter hollow, whatever you want to call it. I've actually got a keeper with some nice horn scales that I put on, some custom scales, and I just love it. You know, little tiny kind of notch there, nice sweeping edge. You know, it's a wedge really. They call them quarter hollows, but to me that ain't even a quarter hollow. Just near wedge to me. Yeah, kind of old razor as well, J.A Hellberg. But let's give it a whirl, man. Yeah, as soon as I see that Erik Anton Berg, I was a bit like, ooh, we've got some competition for the MK31, which is a rare thing for me to say, that is for sure, because I love my MK31s. To me, they're one of the best razors ever made. But Erik Anton Berg and some of the other cutlery stroke tool makers back in the day must have been thinking, yeah, their sales are doing alright on that style. You know, we've got the same access to the same ore. Let's give it a whirl. Just going to use the old Captain Fawcett's. And my BLK 12S Kent. Now I've got the consistency quite near straight away today. Started my fasting properly today. I've been fasting, they call it intermittent fasting, for years and years. I can't even remember when I started now. It's probably nearly 10 years. If not a tad more, I don't know, but anyway. Been intermittent fasting for a long time. But I've never really gone down to like one meal a day, so I'm going to try that for a while. Next week I'm going to be bung a 48-hour fasting, and then maybe a 3-day the week after. I'll just see how it goes. This is the Erik Anton Berg, and that is lovely. Both these razors. Well, going forward, everyone's got my new level 5 J.A, my newer one. I'm pretty much done testing it. Other than going to sharpen them cross keys, two of the old J.A. yeah, it's nice smooth. Makes a nice sound. I've got a razor behind me that's been in the making, meaning getting sharpened for months. Because it had bad geometry towards the heel. It took me a long time to get it right, you know, bearing in mind I wanted to not put wear on it where I didn't want it, and you know, but I think I might have done it now. It's one of them razors that I was getting it to the 5000, Shapton Pro 5000, and then towards the heel it was basically showing that the bevel weren't completely set. And it's one of them things, like, I'm good at setting bevels, I'm pretty consistent with it and everything, but every now and then you get a razor, you basically take it through the rest of the stones. Oh, sorry if I wince, it's because I've pulled an intercostal muscle. This is a J.A Hellberg Wedge Silent Assassin. That is lovely, as I expected. Really do like these. I'd never sell that one I've got. They are a sublime shape, equaling a sublime shave. I mean, look at it. Look at the profile of it. It's lovely. If it was another sort of 2-3 inches, Jesus. If it was another 2-3 mil, it'd be my new keeper. And it'd house the one I've got probably. I think the one I have got is maybe another mil or 2. This has never been used. I'm near sure of it. There's nothing in the pivot at all. I've barely done a thing to it really, other than hone it. And you can see the home wear is, well, it's not even a mil on the toe. Yeah, like I said, sublime. They really are some of the best razors I've ever shaved with. Just lovely, stiff. You know, as I'm getting more and more experience with shaving, and obviously because I hone a lot of razors, so obviously I shave a lot of different razors, I am gradually leaning towards the stiffer grinds. There's ones that I think like just perform better basically on the whole. You know, there is exceptions like the MK31, you know what I mean, you can't really get a thinner grind than that other than the MK30 and MK29. You know, and they shave wonderful. But I do think the edge probably wouldn't last as long as, like, you know, that one. Because it just ain't got the meat behind it, you see. But that's only my opinion. I've always said half follows my best grind. That Berg razor I've got is just amazing, that is. Berg. And still haven't found another one. Yeah, maybe this one won't oust me MK31. Aesthetically wise, I was thinking it might do. But I don't think it shaves probably as good as my MK21, 31. And that is not saying that it is a bad shaver, because it's not. It's top to it. I might keep it for a while though. If I do decide to put it in thing, I'm going to put some new scales on it, because they're celluloid. I can't stand keeping celluloid in my collection. Actually, I had quite a good example of that this last week. Oh, sorry, I'm in a costume. I just want to take a deep breath. Oh. Oh, I don't know, I think it is a bloody good razor. Yeah, so I bought a job lot. Can you hear that? It's making a funny noise. Yeah, I bought a job lot of razors, and 3 of them had a full-on cell rot. Two of them had eaten the metal to the spine. I think I said this in the other video, I'm sure I did, but anyway. Eating the metal fully to the spine, nothing left of them. Turned to dust, man, it amazes me, it does. So I chucked them 2 straight away, just because I don't want any near my house. But I kept one, and I'll do a little thing on it. Because a lot of people still don't know about that cell rot, and this one that I've kept was 100% NOS, because it's still got all the original grease on it and everything from when it was made. And that cell rot don't care about that grease. Slows it down, I think. That's why I'm always really happy when a nice grazer comes in that needs new scales, you see. Because straight away I'm thinking, right, I can put some horn on that, put some nice acrylic on it. And it'd be one of my keepers then. That was a bit of a wrong angle, that last one. Yeah, you can see, little tiny weeper. I don't normally get weepers there. So they say one of the best ways to keep your razors is basically like, you know, like an open air sort of tool roll, but not rolled up. Definitely out your boxes anyway. Don't all keep them in the same drawer. It was one of the things as well, they say. Especially in the same kind of, like, let's say like shoe box. Because when one gas is off, it can have a lot of them. I'm not sure if it encourages other celluloid things to start doing their gassing off thing, but it definitely gets the other razors. And it done half getting quick. You're talking within sort of a couple of days, you've got marks that are a bugger to get hold of, and in my experience, a lot of them come back. It's almost like it's done saying it to them. But I'm no expert on it. I can remember seeing somebody on eBay selling some razors that had like full-on cell rot, and she had them in this box. I say it was a she because she did announce herself. And I sent her a polite message just saying, oh, you've got cell rot in that box, like you kind of need them to get out there, otherwise they're just going to wreck them all. And she sent me a right nasty message. It was right out of the blue as well. Like I was, you know, I was about as polite as you can be, kind of thing. Knowing too well you can get people's backs up because I think you're trying to be a know-it-all or whatever. But basically I didn't want the other razors to get damaged. Like, I didn't really want none of them, but the point was somebody might have. They were still usable. She was almost like, yes, I know. I know. Like, she didn't know about cell rot, but she was like, they're for display purposes only anyway. I was like, okay. Well, they won't be if somebody wants to get hold of them and tie them up. But anyway, nothing queer as folk. So look at this, I'll show you it again. A lot of stamps gone, I don't really know why. But some stamps are just faint, aren't they? But you can see it says J.A Hellberg on the stamp. It's just like I said, it's very faint. It's lovely. Grinding on it is just lovely. Lovely at the front as well. Just really, really well made tool. Right. And seriously, you look after it. I think you'd only need that one for the rest of your life. Give you another quick look at this one. I'll just give it a little. I do like my Erik Anton Bergs. I'd say if I was going to have to pick one Swedish maker, it's Solderen. He's probably my favourite. Close second, Mr. Carl Victor. But then, definitely Erik Anton Berg. I've had some lovely ones. I've had some lovely little, like thick hollow grinds is the way to describe them. Like quite short width but thick spine, and they worked really well. Like, it was really surprising. They had no, like, one of them had no home wear, so it was definitely nearly, you know. Oh God, pain. It's got a few marks on this, on the non-face sizes, I think they called it. Mostly. There's a bit of a mark there as well. Got like two little sort of weird well, almost weird divot-y things, but they never affect the blade. Just a lovely shape, that one. Right, let's have a little bit of a look. Hope you've all been well enough. Weather started picking up already, sun's out, you can feel the heat. I've got a south facing garden, so it always shows itself a bit sooner than other places. We can be out in the back garden having breakfast in March. Yeah, I think the wedges definitely nicked it a bit. J.A Hellberg. It's definitely less on my problem spots. Right, well, I love you and leave you. Like I said, hope you've had a good day. And always remember, a good day can start with a good shave. See you later. Toodaloo.